Welcome to the True Kings podcast. I'm Divine, the co-creator, and today I'm bringing you the most impactful solution to yourself and our society that you've probably never ever heard. And that solution, what I'm talking about, is the solution to hookup culture, the solution to adultery, and the solution to decline of baby making in the USA. So as you currently know, our society is on a decline. The Western civilization is falling. America is collapsing. Birth rates is only high because of immigrants. But we know that people are not getting married anymore. Our youth are social media addicts, and there is a lot of incels. There's a lot of people who are not getting dates and having access to women, right? We also know that women are being ran through. Many women are complaining that they're not able to solidify a man and that men don't want monogamy, and therefore they're giving up, or they're just saying, listen, I just want to have sex with as many men as I can. If you don't know that what keeps a society together is the cohesion of men and women, right? When women are married and men are married, overall society is better off. Right? We're creating more babies and we're building together and we're having a better society. But currently we know that that is not the case, right? And because of social media, and now women have access to men, the top percent of men in the world, they're now also, which the top percent of men that they have access to is not committing to them. And some women may get lucky. But we know that there's more women on earth than men. So under the current situation of monogamy, not every woman is going to be able to get a mate, especially when they're demanding of what they want from a man. So the solution to hookup culture, the solution to getting ran through, the solution to the top percent running through the women, the solution to men and our society as a whole being able to work together and for America to actually survive is polygyny. Polygyny is the only way, and I'm going to tell you why. If you don't know, polygyny is an ancient way of living. Polygyny allows a man to have multiple wives. The reason why polygyny works and has worked in ancient times and still works primarily today in the continent of Africa and the Middle East is because when polygyny exists alongside monogamy, women are accounted for. So if polygyny tomorrow is legalized, that means for a man to have sex with a woman, he's going to have to marry her. This changed everything. Because what is currently happening is a man is having a sex with a woman without legalities of marrying her. This is where the run through coming from. So if there's more women than men, and if men is not required to commit to women, then what you think is going to happen? Men are going to run through women. So with polygyny legalized, now, when a man tries to have sex with a woman, she's either taken, if she chooses by consent, her consent, either in a polygynous relationship or a monogamous relationship. And if a man chooses to try to entice a woman, or a woman tries to entice a man that is committed in a relationship, he will be punishable by law. So this changes completely everything, because now a man cannot just run through a woman. So with polygyny, right, the benefits of polygyny is men no longer have to hide and cheat on their wives behind their backs. Men are having side chicks, men are having mistresses, women are having side boys, and everybody is committing adultery behind each other's backs. This is why the divorce rate is also high. Why is the divorce rate high? Women accuse men of infidelity and for most of the time and divorce for that reason, and vice versa. So with polygyny, now when a man wants another woman, he says, okay, babe, I would like to have another woman with your consent. You like her, and then you take on another woman. This limits men from committing adultery, and this limits women from committing adultery. Also, the benefits of polygyny is building and creating larger families. All of this, which will contribute to the economy. A lot of you watching this is probably going to say, yo, but then all the 1%, the 10% of men are going to have all the women in a polygynous relationship. Not necessarily, because again, there's more women than men, and not all women are going to consent to polygyny. So the men that desire those type of men will consent, and the ones are not, they'll be left for the men who want to be monogamous. And if a man does want to be polygynous, but doesn't have the resources, right, or doesn't have the understanding and the wisdom in order to run a polygynous relationship, he then will have to work harder, right, to become a higher value man in our society, which will help contribute not only to his overall well-being, but also to the economy, as opposed to what we have right now, where a lot of men are saying, listen, wow, it's too much for me to do, it's too much for me to self-improve myself. So I'm just gonna leave, or I'm gonna like not deal with women, and I'm just gonna like play games and all that stuff, right? So if you haven't seen, currently right now, a lot of men are so focused into, a lot of the youth are playing video games. They're into online social media. They're not really trying to be out there competing again, right? So when you institute polygyny, it will force men to be men and not be babies. Because if you don't become a man, you're not going to get multiple women. That's the benefit of polygyny. One of the benefits of polygyny. And these are the reasons why I believe that polygyny will be a benefit to the American culture. Because our society is currently failing. A lot of men do not want to get married anymore, hence why they're going overseas. What happens when a man goes overseas? He takes his money and his seed. And a lot of men are choosing not to come back to America because they're saying that their woman will be corrupted by the Western mindset. So not only are you losing men, which is the foundation of your society, the women are getting ran through. Women are not being able to pair bond and be able to commit to and get the man that they want. So we have a society where no one wants, and also men don't want to get married because half of their money, they potentially will lose half of their money. And because, as we can see, a lot of divorces, a lot of men are losing in divorce because a woman can say, hey, I just don't want to be in this relationship anymore. So if we don't change our society and implement something new and which is not new, but is new in the West differently, now we're going to have a society of, I would say, I think they projected America civilization will fall 2040. And they said it's actually ahead of time. So it may happen before 2040. So if we don't do something right now, if we don't implement polygyny and save women, and not only American society, this is for the Western, same thing in Canada, in England. I've talked to many people in both of these societies. Women are complaining about men. They say no good men are shit, men are trash, men are not committing to them, men are sleeping around, and men are saying the same. Men are saying they can't get these women, and a lot of these women want a certain type of man and are not committing to them, and women are cheating on these men. So if a man is not happy in a society, what is he going to do? He's going to leave and exit, and then he's going to build up a new society. So I'm telling you, if America does not implement this, if America does not implement polygyny, the America that we know today will be no more. With that said, this is Divine, and until next time, peace. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think about this topic. Let me know what you think about polygyny. All right? Peace.